Previously on Into the Yonder Void. So, yeah, the big guy turned into the planar dragon thing, and that kind of sucked a lot, but, I mean, we were doing some damage. I think maybe I would have got him hurt some more. It would have been, we could have done it together, but, but Gil ended up blowing the horn and sucking him up into another plane. So, I mean, it was fine. So then we went into the tunnel where Crumb and Nez were getting the kids all ready to go down the tunnels and let them down there. And so we get back to town and Ganoderm yells something about getting ready to fight.
The D20 Syndicate presents Into the Yonder Void. Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
Sup, fuckers? Ho, 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 ho.
Santa?
Drunk Santa.
Yeah, he's back again. It's snowing, so he must be lost. He's just doing.
He was
fucking
hawking
circles.
by the weather.
A weekly Dungeons and Dragons 5e actual play podcast. I am your host and DM, Seth, and around the table we have our players.
I'm Billy, and I play Nezrah.
I'm Tomas, and I play Gil.
I'm Lindsey, and I play Fee.
And I'm Michaela, and I play Can.
That's right. Each week we record for your listening pleasure, and lordy, it's episode 40.
That made it more
Over the
fun.
hill.
So we've been doing Act 1 of the campaign now for 20 episodes. Because the prologue was 20 episodes too.
We are so slow.
Are we?
I think
Yes.
we're going at a
Compared to
brisk
what?
pace.
Get it?
Do you?
Yeah. I mean, where are you hoping to be by now?
Like more than a few days in.
That's true.
That's his fault because he keeps making things immediately a problem.
I mean, we never sleep.
There's been
So
one
I think
problem.
that's part of it.
There's been
We're
a
just
lot.
like, yeah, let's
Also,
fight through.
These episodes are shorter.
I mean,
So-
there's been more than one problem because we were doing the one thing trying to get the artifact back. Then we got displaced into this side of the Yonder Void. Now there are missing Beseiging children. And then there's a Gith horde from another dimension coming to subjugate the whole species. So that seems like a lot of different things.
When
not
you
just
roll
one.
That's one big problem. Yours. Now it's time for tonight's Around the Campfire question.
Lay it on me.
Ow! No!
I said lay it on me.
Sorry, I'm waiting for them to stop making gross, juicy fart noises. And for some reason, Lindsey going, ow.
They're sharp farts. It happens.
Oh, wait, I have another sound. Come here. Come here.
That's okay.
You ever have a fart that stabs your beehole?
That's super campfire-y, right? I found
That
a
sounded
Foley.
like a fart.
I found a Foley. Right?
Tomas. I want you to just take that bottle from her, please.
He can't. He
Control your
can't. There's a
woman.
whole table
Yeah,
here.
it doesn't seem like it, but she's pretty far away.
Anyway, go ahead, Seth. I think
Anyway,
our
here's
campfire
my
is done.
orchestra of bottle noises. For tonight's Around the Campfire question, I want to pose a scenario for you. Gil,
Yes.
come across a chest. It's a
Male
burnished
or
chest.
female? Oh, okay.
It's a burnished chest covered in dust and debris. Has been recently unearthed. You open it up, and inside is a leather-bound book with gold filigree on the pages. There is a chalice filled with a dark liquid.
In the book?
No, as well as the book. There is a bell that appears to be made of porcelain. There's a candle that is made of some sort of blue, dark blue wax. and there is a figurine depicting a tree. Which would you select and why?
What is the figurine made out of?
Looks to be made out of yew wood. Very smooth, polished wood.
Shit. My eyes would be drawn to the tree figurine first. Well, maybe not. I would definitely consider picking that up, but then my curiosity's too bad. I would have drank the chalice juice.
Okay. You would have drank the chalice goose? Goose?
Juice.
Wild guess.
I choose chalice. Final answer, Regis.
Thank you very much. Nezrah, you stumble upon a chest, burnished, covered in dust and debris, and when you open it, you see a leather-brown book with gold filigree on the pages. You see a bell, looks to be made of porcelain. You see a candle with a dark blue wax consistency, and you see a yew figurine in the shape of a tree. Which would you be most drawn to?
I'm going to go with the book.
And what compels you with the book?
It could contain knowledge that I haven't yet unearthed.
Very nice. Thank you. Can, you encounter a chest, burnished, covered in dust and debris. When you open it, inside is a porcelain bell. There is also a candle with a dark blue, almost purplish wax to it, and a figurine of a tree carved out of yew wood. Which are you most drawn to?
Is the chest an option?
Yeah.
The chest is not an option.
Ooh.
Well, I already have plenty of candles, so I think that I'm gonna go with the tree.
The tree figurine?
Yeah, it'll be fun for like playing with.
Okay. Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Fee, you encounter a chest, burnished, covered in dust and debris. When you open it, there are only two items inside. A bell that appears to be made of porcelain, and a candle with a dark blue, almost purplish color to it. Which are you most drawn to?
The bell or the candle? Is that what you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. No tree. Bell, candle. Can I grab both? I have two hands.
No, you can only grab one.
Ah, damn.
Can Crumb have one?
Can Crumb get one?
No, absolutely not.
He cannot wield this power.
All these rules. I mean, I think probably the candle.
Why?
I mean, I have a lot of like perfumes and soaps. I haven't really delved too much into the candle game. So, I mean, I could try to, study its properties, figure out how candles are candles, and sell some of that shit,
I think that's a really good idea, actually.
Did I do it right?
I feel like you could make candles pretty easily and sell them.
And then I'll try to sneakily grab the bell with my other hand?
Because you can make
This is just a hypothetical.
Okay.
you can make soaps and stuff with alchemist supplies too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have soaps.
So you could make literal candles and sell them.
Yeah.
Ooh, that might be relevant later.
Yeah, with all my downtime.
This was interesting in that we all narrowed down what was in the chest. I wonder what everyone would have answered had they had all the options that Gil did.
The tree.
The tree, I think, has a lot of overlap with
Too bad.
everyone. Actually,
But we're not done.
Oh.
fuck.
Uh-oh. And now we use it as a weapon.
First, I want you guys to write down somewhere that you're going to remember which thing you would have chosen. But also, if you were in this hypothetical situation, imagine it's a dream. You would approach this chest again the next morning, and there would be footprints in front of the chest, but the chest would be empty.
Now I think you can take
Whose
the chest,
prints are
Anne.
those?
Who knows?
Are they humanoid?
Could be.
Is
Hard
it
to
only
tell.
one set of prints?
That was when I carried the chest.
It was you. You're like, God, this stuff is heavy.
That was when I carried you fireman style.
Wait a minute. My grandma had this picture hanging on the wall. I know what this is about. You're trying to convert us.
Is it working?
Please don't talk to me about Thomas Kincaid paintings. And
Are we the
Obama.
Are we the Latter-day Saints? Is that what's happening?
All right.
So
Thanks,
there's
guys.
wait. So there's just prints and a chest. What's
Yeah, nothing else inside.
So somebody.
what are we putting in our notes? What we would?
What you took.
Oh.
What you were most compelled to take.
My takeaway is that someone else took the last thing, and that is interesting.
It's possible.
Who's got?
Imagine this is some sort of fever dream.
We have fevers now.
Oh man!
I have a level of exhaustion, so this plays.
shit, we have like a Calcifer who took the porcelain bell.
Maybe it was that horrible Chester thing from the prologue. You guys remember that? That was fucking weird.
Wait,
Yeah,
what?
I hate that.
What happened to Chester?
Jester.
No, the jester.
Oh, I was like, what?
happened to Jester? Where's my reading glasses?
I love Chester. I was scared.
Lindsey, I'm with you. I thought he said Chester.
Thank you.
And I was
Yeah.
equally confused. I was
And
like, fuck, I
Taurus,
don't
I'm with
remember
you.
that.
Make fun of them.
Yeah. You dummies.
Chester's cool as hell with the paper dolls and shit. I was worried about him.
Yeah. I was like, I don't remember the Chester thing from the prologue. What?
Not Chester, no.
Now he's got a bell. He's going to be no end of annoying.
I can't keep track of this.
You guys like
with
puppets?
each step.
Hear ye, check out my puppets. Fuck. Jeepers creepers, where'd you get those peepers?
What a dumb song.
Yeah, that's
Where'd
super
you get those
happy.
eyes? Yeah, it's designed to be scary, basically.
Well, it's not.
No, it is.
Get some talent.
Are you talking to me?
Talking to anyone whom that applies to. Do a little self-reflection and figure it out.
Hello,
I'll be adding
Mr.
a-
Jeeper Peeper. Your song is bullshit.
Lindsey just standing over his grave. Your song is bullshit.
Peep this, you son of a bitch, as you pee on it.
Pisses on the
He
grave.
stabs the grave with a knife. Yeah.
God damn, we're stupid. Let's go
Throws
into
him-
the episode.
I throw a Molotov.
let's keep this going.
Yeah,
Let's see how long it can go.
Yeah, I'm gonna throw a Molotov cocktail at the grave.
When we last left off, you guys had re-arrived in the spore village of Enoka. It was evening. It was night, really. And everything was really weirdly quiet in the area you were in. There wasn't any foot traffic. It was just kind of vacant. But off in the distance, you guys saw some torches, and you heard a shout that sounded like Ganoderm, commanding that everyone should get ready to fight. After you guys hear that, you do hear the sounds of, like, kind of a battle clamor. You hear people shouting. You hear some thwacks of arrows and crossbows hitting maybe wood. But that's off in the distance a bit. What would you guys like to do? You still have all of these Beseidi children gathered around you.
Well, this place is a wash. Let's go.
Are you serious? Okay, we've got safe area behind us, right? Like they could feasibly hide in their little houses.
Seems like, yeah, possibly, but you do see that these Beseidi children now seem pretty scared, except for, weirdly, Rabini seems to have, like, this very confident look to him.
Typical Rabini.
So we are already in the village a ways? Like there's houses behind us?
Yeah, you're down towards, like, one of the far back sections, completely, like, encircled by, like, the tree trunks and roots. So, like, far back away from where the front of the village is, the exit.
What's the visibility like since it's night?
You could see torches, but that's like everything else is pretty dark. It's very dark in this section because of the tree coverage. You don't even see much of the sky.
Okay.
How far away are the caves from which we like originated from when we
A
went
couple
through the
of
portal?
hours.
Really?
Yeah, you guys walked a couple of hours through the tunnels.
Damn.
No. When we went through the tunnel and we arrived in Enoka, from the cave.
From where you like rescued the children?
No.
Like
when we
the
went through
opening of the
portal
tunnel, do you mean?
And we originally arrived in Enoka.
We were teleported there.
We
Yeah,
were
the jail
teleported through a
cells.
portal.
Oh, that cave. Okay. I'm
Yes.
sorry. I was thinking the cave that you guys were just in.
I was
understand.
confused.
with the kids. So what, your
Maybe
question
that's a
is
sign there's too many caves.
so it's going to be caves.
It's
so
okay.
your question is how much time had passed?
No. How far away are those caves?
Oh, you're not sure, but it is a pretty long distance from what you can understand because you don't know exactly where you are in the Echo province.
Do you guys think they'd believe me if I told them we killed their leader? I have his spear right here.
I mean, I think
Wait,
that's a
hold
good
on.
plan, but
Did I answer your question fully? I just want to make sure that you understand, or I can clarify before we go forward.
We walked to the village from that cave. How long did that take?
Okay, now I'm confused.
The cave we emerged from is in the village. Like,
Yeah,
Oh, you're the dungeon area?
Yes.
Yes, yeah, that's below the village. Yep, it was like a couple of minutes to get up and out.
Gotcha.
Okay. Sorry. Okay. Yeah, there might be too many caves.
he's asking.
I confused.
He's asking how far away that entrance to that cave is from where we are.
That is closer to the other side of the town where everything is kind of popping off, it seems like.
Fuck. Okay. Gotcha.
So my question, can we tell that it's Gith that they're fighting with, or is it something else?
You can't tell right now.
Because maybe there's a whole other problem that's very on brand for you.
Fuck off.
That would be unfortunate because they definitely said they were planning on attacking tonight.
okay. Do we have the kids go back like in the tree lines in the homes and then wait for a signal?
I don't think they should go into the homes because those might catch on fire and they'd have to separate. I
That's
think
true.
they should stay in the tree line
Yep.
with their whips
Yep,
and just hide. And then they can fight, if they need to.
that's true. Yep. So, kids, go to the tree lines. Remember what Can taught you, and also the little bit that I did where you scream if like someone's hurting you, so then we know that someone's there.
Wait, isn't there's little hidden tunnels under your houses, right? That's where some of them were going?
Yeah, a few of them. They kind of nod like. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was because I was asking the group. I wasn't asking.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what?
Wouldn't that be safer than risking them getting swooped up while we're fighting stuff?
I mean, if you recall, like, there was that one mushroom kid who was, like, really, really sneaky. I think they're good hiders if they just find a good hiding spot.
Tell that to the first time they got caught in the first place.
That was in those tunnels under their beds, so I don't know.
I don't trust those tunnels.
Yeah.
Because, who is making those tunnels?
All right, I'm just saying, if somebody swoops them, that ain't my
Something
problem.
hinky is going on with those.
What does hinky
So the
mean?
kids like kind of look up like confused. Where are we going?
Okay. Have you ever played, like, hiding games? And you found
we play a bunch of hiding games.
So you know the really, really good hiding spots?
Yeah?
That's where you're going. You're going to be not visible at all, but it needs to be cross-checked by, like, a few of you.
And then don't come out unless one of us gives a signal. What were you saying, Nez?
I'm gonna look for Egril in the
Okay.
group of kids.
Yep, you spot Egril.
Egril, can you take everyone to your mom's house and have everybody stay there?
Egril like looks around.
Yeah, but that's like up that way where the fighting is happening. It's closer to that.
God fucking damn it! Why is everything
Did Nez
by the fighting?
explain what happened inside that house to us?
No, I don't believe so.
Oh. Okay.
Okay. Yep. I think we're just gonna have to trust them to find good hiding spots. Have we figured out who the really smart ones are? Is that Robini? He seems least scared.
I think they're all kind of stupid.
I know it sucks. But we need them.
They're kids. They're not going to be super experienced.
Good point.
That's why we need a safe word for us to give them if, like, we're trying to find them again.
Well, the thing is, we already held up our end of the bargain as far as the kids go.
Well, we held up our end of the bargain altogether. We could just piss off right now.
I mean, we're not gonna piss off and just let them take the village.
But let's just let the kids handle themselves for a second.
Well, can
take care of whatever.
It's true.
Hold on. Think about it though. No, because in our minds we did our job. But if they get snatched again, then we can't prove that we ever got to them. So they'll be like, bullshit, prove it. And then we'll be like, fuck.
I think it's
important. Draw a
I
picture.
think it's important that we remember.
And then draw a picture of today's draw a picture of today's newspaper with the date and everything.
then mail it to yourself.
Put it in a bottle and throw it in the ocean.
I think it's important we remember these kids, even if they're not this they're kid level intelligence, they did come up with a whole organized gang, albeit like a not good gang, but I don't know. I think they're capable maybe of hiding.
Yeah,
they hid from their parents.
The reason that they were kidnapped was so that they could throw everybody off their rhythm and then attack. But if they already attacked, then there's no reason to kidnap these little snot suckers.
I mean, we don't know what the Gith eat. They might munch on them.
And that's why they'll scream and alert us, and then we'll go to them, and then we'll destroy the gift or something.
As you guys are saying this, all of the children are wide-eyed and staring and shaking. They're gonna eat us?
No, that's why you scream. So then we get to you, and then they don't eat you. Also, you have the whips, remember? You whip them.
They might eat you.
If they haven't eaten any of you guys yet, the likelihood of that happening is very low.
That's true.
Don't listen to Ken. That doesn't make sense. No.
Use your reasoning skills.
No, don't trust
Ken.
Ken.
If you just all find shelter and stay hidden.
Right.
Until it all blows over.
Safe word.
Mangoes.
No, somebody might say mangoes naturally.
Bow mango?
It's got
Bodego mango?
It's got to be unique. Surfboard.
Oh.
What if they don't know what that is and then they forget what it is? Hair nails?
Did you say hair nails?
Yeah. Well, who's going to say hair nails? And everyone knows what hair and nails are.
Are you guys good with hair nails? They don't have hair or nails, so.
That's true. Gith don't have hair.
I mean, the mushroom people don't either.
Yeah, but what if they're sitting there and they're like, man, I wish I had hair, nails, toes.
You're right. We might as well just kill them to make it easier. Nobody's going to want to capture them dead.
Everybody, fit as many of you as you can on this arrow, and then we're going to roast you over a fire.
Then pass it to your friend.
Going to have a little shish kebab action going on with the Beseidi children. Let's do this.
I do love a mushroom shish kebab. Out of character.
Out of character.
I've been wanting to eat these kids since we met them, to be honest.
They look too good. They're cute.
Their little portobello feet.
Squeaking
so
on the
cute.
ground.
Just want to put you on a anyway, yeah.
Limbs off like the stems.
Hair nails?
Hair nails. That's it.
Hair
Going
nails.
for hair nails.
Christ alive.
I mean, unless you've got something better.
I mean, I thought surfboard was fine, but hair nails will do.
Do you all know what hair and nails are?
They don't need to know what that is.
I mean, they might forget the word if they don't know it. That's why surfboard doesn't work.
Fee are out of the group.
They all nod and they're like,
Yeah, hair nails.
All right. Now, do your best hiding that you've ever done, ever.
Yeah, fuck off. Go.
And yell really loud if they come to you. And
All right,
whip 'em.
they all scatter.
All right, so we leave. Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can we... I know it's dark. Can we try
How would
to...
you get the money if you left?
All right. Well, they might not have it anymore. Maybe we
I
should
thought
go.
you meant we leave the area and go fight.
Oh no, I meant to leave. Just fuck off.
Oh,
but-
I'm not fucking off. Yeah.
Well,
I
okay.
have to make sure that I'm like excused from my blood contract.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Okay, that's a good idea
point.
because I was just gonna say,
Yeah.
we should go to the mayor's place and then check that place out to see if there's people still there and if there's money in there.
Can we... It's dark out. Can we investigate, like, the area around the fight? Like, try to inch closer sneakily?
Yes, because I do think that we have the element of surprise on our side.
We sure do.
Assuming
should
nobody has heard us talking this whole time, then yeah,
I mean, we're pretty far away, right?
we're
Are we?
surrounded by Gith.
They're like arms crossed, just shaking their heads.
These
I
guys
am
suck.
naturally a very quiet speaker.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a look-see. I'm gonna look around.
Gil, I hope you're not suggesting that we loot the village.
Nobody was suggesting that, Nez.
I was suggesting that.
We are
but I was
not looting
suggesting-
the village. We draw the line there.
Well,
Gil
let's
was
just
literally suggesting that we loot the village.
let's just see how it shakes out when we look around, and given the severity of the situation, we may pivot to looting the village.
We are not looting the village.
looting the
Gil,
village.
it's not happening. Just get it out of your head.
Right. We don't
Not
want to say
happening.
it out loud. I got you. I wink at her.
Unwink.
Let's
Unwink.
just give
no.
it a look-see. Let's see how it goes. I'm going to make a perception check around the village as we like creep in a little more.
Me too.
And do you have dark vision?
Oh yeah.
I do as
Okay,
well.
if you have dark vision, you can do a perception check. Normally, if you don't, you can do a perception check with disadvantage. Unless you would like to merely focus on other sensory things like sound, then you can do a regular one, but you will not be able to spot anything.
I got a 21.
Okay.
I got a dirty 20 for keeping my dragon ears perked.
So I'm doing perception, and I used a normal dice for the first time in so long, and I rolled an 8. It's Tony. You want to say hi, Tony?
time.
I just saw somebody walk
There's
by
Tony.
you, and I was like, I can see Tomas.
You know we're living in Tony times.
Yeah.
Tell him to say it's Tony time before he leaves. Quickly.
See you,
Tony.
I'll be
can-
back.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Can you say it's Tony time?
It's Tony time.
No.
No question, just went all in.
That's how you know it's a good Tony, if they're willing to say it.
Damn.
That is
You
your
know,
top shelf Tony right
He
there.
gives good Tony.
He does give a good Tony. Now, if you run into a Tony and they don't say it's Tony time, nope,
Oh my God.
it's not a Tony.
That
That
made me so
fucking-
happy. Why
yeah.
did that make me so happy?
Because he was so happy to do it.
Oh my god.
Tony, could you say it's Tony time? It's Tony time. Just
Man.
went with it.
My life is in shambles. That made me so happy. That shouldn't have been such a boost of happiness
Yeah,
as
you
it
both
was.
went, yeah, with arms in the air and everything.
So you guys are walking through the village.
I got a 21.
21, and Nez got a dirty 20
Dirty
for
20
listening.
for the hearies.
Yeah, I was sad because I used my real dice for the first time in play, and I got an 8.
All right. On perception.
Yeah.
Okay. And Ken?
My perception at disadvantage was a natural 1.
Natural 1. All right.
So it was an 8.
Okay, and 8 buddies.
Oh, yeah, you do have really good perception.
Not tonight.
So, Fee and Can, you guys are kind of like the darkness is very enveloping, but you can focus pretty strongly on those torches off in the distance, and you can hear that there's like kind of like combat sounds, but that's mostly what you guys are experiencing. Gil, you're looking around, and What are you looking for? Anything in particular at all?
Maybe adults, officials, or Gith, wayward Gith that are like on the outskirts that we could like grab one and take him.
Okay. And Nez, are you listening for anything in particular?
Just kind of where the most trouble seems to be, or anything in our close proximity that might surprise us.
Okay. So you guys aren't so Gil, you're not seeing any like adults or anything like that. You do notice though that there is weirdly something that you didn't notice before, probably because it wouldn't seem that strange in the daytime. You see that there's a weird like mushroom grown like building sticking out of the side of one of the trees real high up, and that building still has a light on inside of it. All the other buildings around you are dark, but this one has like a light source of some kind. Probably it looks like it's maybe flame based, so probably candles or a torch of some kind. But you do see that there is a shadow moving around slowly in there. Nezrah, you're listening, and you're not hearing anything that is like other than the battle sounds at the moment. But you do notice that it is like it was very quiet in the village before because of the, just the nature of the village. You didn't hear a lot of like bugs or insects or birds or anything like that. The only thing you hear is like this weird like kind of bug-like droning sound from outside of the village. And as you guys are continuing to move, it is getting slightly louder. You're confident of that.
Maybe we should go up there. Do you guys see that?
What are you talking about?
They got a light on in that house up there.
As he points it out, you guys would be able to see that pretty easily.
That's weird.
That is weird. I mean, maybe if it
Seems
helps.
like a good place to start investigating.
That's true.
Let's do that.
So we're just gonna leave them fighting?
I mean, yeah.
I don't like that, but I'm also like,
Look, man.
I'm pretty spent.
Me too. I got way fucked up in that fight. I'm exhausted. I need to rest, but we should at least see what's going on up there.
Yeah.
Is this part of your looting plan?
We are not looting Gil.
We're totally not looting at all, Can. And then I wink at
Please
Can.
let's not loot anything. This is just to gain a better vantage point for strategic purposes, to help.
If you loot, I'm gonna loot you and then return the loot.
Why are you getting in my shit?
Why are you trying to take shit? Don't you already have enough with your fun shirt and stuff?
I already had this shirt. I've had
Right.
this shirt for years.
Doesn't
what if
that
Daddy
seem like
wants more
enough?
shirts? I'm trying to build a wardrobe here, man.
Do the mushroom people even have your
loot it.
yeah, what Nez said.
Look, man. Okay, so I want to make this clear to everybody before we proceed further as this group that we're in. None of us have ownership over anybody in this group. You're welcome to do whatever shit you want. Can is welcome to do whatever shit they want. If I want to go loot somewhere, I'm going to loot somewhere. But I said I'm not going to loot. I don't need to qualify that to you. Now, let us go to this building. Where I will loot it.
Okay, so it's a bit of it's about probably 60, 70 feet up from where you guys currently are and a bit back. How do you guys want to get up there?
Is there a ladder or something?
There doesn't appear to be.
And there's no door?
Are there any...
There is a door to it, but it doesn't appear like there's any route up to get there.
Are there any, like, good tree climbing branches, footholds situations?
That would probably require an investigation check.
Okay, I'll investigate. Can I add advantage since I hung out with the tree and maybe, like, for entertainment climbed him?
Wait, isn't your tree tiny?
I would say not at advantage, but I'll let you add a +1 for, what's your athletic score?
That'd be a +0.
Okay, no, it'll be a straight investigation roll.
My acrobatics is +4 though. I didn't do it.
Can I
didn't make
can
it.
I
That's
use
5.
survival to see how to climb such tree? All right, so I got to roll everything at disadvantage because I'm exhausted.
Correct.
16.
Nice.
16. Okay. Yeah, you are looking around, Gil, and you see like a few little spots that kind of like just are kind of exposed enough that you think, oh, somebody could definitely have used these as like handholds and footholds to get up there. They're pretty narrow. You think it would be a bit of a precarious climb, but it would work. But that's the only thing that you seem to find as a way of getting up there.
All right, to be honest with you guys, I don't feel up to climbing. I assumed they would have a ladder or some convenient shit. But if somebody else wants to climb up, I would go this way. There's some little footholds that you could climb onto and make it easier to get up.
Okay, I mean, I can do that. I mean, I do have a
Maybe
potion
somebody-
of climbing, but
Maybe somebody that has dark vision should get up there and get a better vantage point.
that'd be me. Eh?
I
Yeah?
like how you subtly pointed out to the one other person that could do it.
All right, here I go.
So are you going to use your potion of climbing?
I don't know, should I?
Do you want to take
I'm blowing through
7d6 of fall damage?
Okay, fine. I will use the potion of climbing. Oh, I'm gonna run out of these right quick. Okay.
Wait. Never mind. Wait. Since I am proficient in acrobatics, can I give a little assistance?
You could possibly. How would you give assistance with acrobatics?
To give assistance with acrobatics, I would take a look at all those little footholds, and I would kind of assess it and explain to Fee some of the better ways to grab on and kind of like where to shift your body weight, all that.
Okay, so if Fee is planning on using the potion, she will already have advantage, but you can roll a d4.
It's like guidance.
Yeah, a little bit.
Did you say like guns?
Yeah.
It's like
One.
guns.
1. Okay, so Fee, you'll roll your athletics with advantage, and you'll add a +1 to whatever you get as well.
Okay. Okay. All right. Okay, fuck. With that +1 from Can, that would be
And you rolled with advantage, right?
12.
12. Okay.
Yeah.
Lord.
Yeah, I rolled a 9 and a 10, so
Okay, gotcha. Well, the benefit is that you're going to have your climbing speed will be the same as your walking speed. So what's your walking speed? Is it 30? Mm-hmm. Okay, so it'll take you a little over 12 seconds to climb up. So I'm going to have you roll. That'd be like 2 rounds. So I'm going to have you roll dexterity saving throw.
18?
18. Yeah, there at one point you're climbing up, and you guys watch as Fee's just like takes his potion, slams it down, and then is just immediately like woo, 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 like climbing like it's second nature to her up this. It's a little up this tree trunk. It's a little bit wonky, but it's not like super bad. At one point you kind of feel like you're slipping, but you're able to easily correct it as you get like almost up there. Go ahead and give me another dex save.
Don't worry, I got this. Oh, I do. Okay. 21.
21. Yeah, you like were about to put your hand on a spot that was going to crumble immediately, but you saw how it looked. It looked very like that's like some very like dry wood that will not support my weight. And so you stopped, you looked, you saw another spot, and you just kept climbing. And Fee, you reach that little mushroom building and are able to climb inside.
Okay. I will.
If you would like.
Yeah, I will slowly kind of like peek up to see who's in there before I just hop right in.
Give me some sneaks.
It's a demon.
I'm a demon.
Just reading a newspaper.
Oh my god, why does D&D Beyond do that? Okay.
12. Okay. You peek your head up, Fee, and you see that there is a weirdly this is like a kind of a conical shape building. It's probably about 20 foot across, 20 foot wide, but it's all one room. There's no like extra. You're positive that everything you can see is what is there, but at the back of it is a roaring fire, and there is a cloaked individual with their back to you. You can't see any discerning features other than the fact that they seem to have shoulders and some sort of head, and the cloak is thrown up over them, and so you don't know if they're humanoid or what. But yeah, they're like kind of like moving slowly back and forth in front of the fire, and you can hear very quietly. You can hear just like a.
That's what she said. Oh, that's what she said. It seems very dangerous to have a roaring fire in a treehouse.
You would think so.
Well, to maybe make it easier on the group, I have a rope. Is there anything I can tie a rope to that's towards this base of it?
Give me a quick perception check.
Okay. Yeah. 19?
19. You see all around you, there's not much, but about 10 feet in, about halfway across this floor, is a grown table where the legs are fused into the floor. That's about the closest thing you see in here.
Okay. How high up was this, would you say? Would 50 feet?
Roughly 70 feet.
Well, I'll definitely, even if it just helps with some of it, I'll just tie the rope to it, and then, yeah, I'll try to tie the rope to it and then throw it down and give him a sup nod.
Are you trying to sneakily do this?
Yes.
All right, give me more sneaks, please.
Okay. All right. 19?
19. Yeah, you're like the knight. You're just creeping along the floor, and you're able to like get your rope wrapped around the table leg and cinch it, and you think you had a pretty good hold on it, and then you're gonna toss it over the edge.
Mm-hmm. And then I'll
give them like an indication.
Yeah, I'll give them like a sup nod and point to it,
right.
Thumbs up.
What does that look like 70 feet up? A sup
like
nod.
A smudge slightly moving. But you guys do see a rope fall down. How long is that rope?
50 feet. So.
Okay, so about 30 feet above you guys see a rope, the end of a rope.
And then I'll give a shrug. That's what I got.
Yeah, I'm still not climbing that.
I mean, I can't say anything.
No, you
won't
can't.
hear me.
You're up there. Do what you're gonna do.
Okay. Well, thinking that they'll come back me up if things go bad.
That's fun.
Yeah, I'll just kind of, unless I can perceive again, try to get a better look at him. Yeah, I think I'm going to try to like maybe sneak just to get a better look at the person.
Okay. All right. That will require another stealth roll.
Yeah.
I like that you offer to roll again, Lindsey, like you're trying to do poorly or something.
16.
16, and then you're trying to do perception as well?
Yeah.
Okay, give me a perception check.
Okay. Maybe I'll roll with my dice. I was rolling pretty bad, but maybe this one's good.
That look says everything.
10.
You do feel like you're doing a decent job of sneaking around. There's not a lot of stuff to bump into, and it seems like because of the spongy texture of the inside of the mushroom, there's not a lot of sound, so it seems to kind of dampen the noise as you move. But the way that they're cowled and cloaked, as far as you can get without actually being seen, you're unable to see what they look like. They just keep swaying from side to side with.
And I don't recognize that language at all.
What languages do you speak?
Common, Elvish, and Sylvan.
You do not understand this. So yeah, you're not really seeing much of anything. What are the rest of you guys doing down below?
Just kind of keeping lookout.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely keeping a lookout because I can't see up that high in the dark.
And
listening, sniffing.
I'm just leaning against the tree with my arms crossed. Why didn't she send Crumb up there? That seems kind of dumb. We should have sent up Crumb.
Where is Crumb? Is Crumb still here?
He's down below.
Oh. Wouldn't he follow me?
I don't know, would he?
Isn't he mad at you?
Is he still?
Fuck him.
He seemed a little bit better.
He's bound by the rules of the spell. You could think at him. Well, you're probably within 100 feet of him.
I
You
will.
are, yeah.
I feel like that was metagamey, but I am going to do that.
Well, you assumed
feels dirty.
You assumed he followed you anyway.
Well, yeah. Okay. So I'll think to him and say, hey, Crumb, so there's this hooded, like, cloaked person here. I cannot get a good eye on them. Is there any chance you can do your being really, really, like, invisible kind of thing and, like, see if you can get a better look at them?
You want me to come up there and stab him in his face?
Maybe, but hold off on the stabbing and just do the looking first.
I'm coming.
And you guys watch as Crumb just shoots up towards the mushroom building. And you see him a moment later, Fee, and then you watch as he instantly just kind of like does his like dissolving trick where he's invisible to everyone, but you can still see like kind of like a transparent version of him.
I'll give him a sup nod.
He just kind of like shrugs.
Are you still mad at me? I'm thinking.
I'm not mad.
Ah, so that's why you didn't reciprocate the sup nod. We'll talk soon, and then
He like looks.
Oh, that's an individual. All right, let me go see what I can do.
And he starts to slowly float around. You want advantage. Okay. And you watch as he like gets kind of like off to the left, and then you hear,
Whoa! Oh man, this is bad. This is really bad.
it's bad?
Yeah. Oh, I've never seen something so awful before.
It's gonna be like the cutest thing. What does it look like?
Oh man, there's like two eyes and there's like a mouth. It's really everything from this plane is just really disgusting.
Does it look like a Gith?
Not one of them. Nah.
Mushroom?
No, not a mushroom.
Okay, I gotta see this, and I'll now lean forward a little more. If I can be sneaky, great. Like, but I'm kind of just over it. I just want to see what they look like. So I'll just
so
inch
are you
in.
or are you not trying to be sneaky?
I'll try to be sneaky, but if it fails, it's fine. I won't be sad about it.
Okay, give me one more sneak to try to get a little bit closer.
Okay. Ooh, 22.
Okay, yeah, you feel like you find like this nice little like pocket in a blind spot, and you're like slinking against the wall very quietly. Give me one more perception check.
Okay, come on, perception. I'm rolling with digital dice because my other... God. 10. Again.
10 again. You can see like just a little bit of shadow underneath the cloak, but yeah, you cannot make out what this individual looks like.
Okay. I'll just... Fee's getting frustrated, so I'll just do... Oh my fuck, what do you look like? Who are you?
Like the individual like shakes all of a sudden and turns and looks at you. And Fee, give me a history check.
Okay. Ooh. 18?
18. Okay, Fee. 1 second.
I'm glad I went through all that work just to give up.
Fee, you see a creature that you've heard of but never met. You've never encountered one of these. They have a long nose that's like kind of grayish, a little bit with a little bit of like red color to it. This like a long nose, and you can see underneath the cowl of the robe they've got large flat ears, and their form is... It was deceptive underneath the cloak, but you can tell this form is very, very large. They are just a large individual in general. You were looking at a Loxodon.
Oh, weird.
Yeah.
Loxodon. Okay.
And for those of you who do not know what a Loxodon looks like, you can Google it. They basically look like elephant people.
Cute. Have I seen a Loxodon before?
You've heard of them. You've maybe seen them in a book, but you've never encountered one.
Okay, then I'll say, Holy shit, you are so cool. What are you doing here?
I'm an evil Loxodon.
The individual like looks at you, kind of like starts to back up a little bit, but doesn't say anything.
It's more scared of you than you are.
What are you like whispering by the fire? Do you know there's fighting out there and stuff?
They like look at the fire and then look back at you, and then you watch as they like kind of cowl themselves a little bit more, like tightly.
I'm sorry, I did come in aggressive. I didn't mean to be aggressive. I was trying to be kind of sneaky, just because, you know, you don't know if someone's bad or not. I mean, I technically still don't know if you're bad or not, but, yeah, so, do you understand what I'm saying?
You watch as they like slowly nod their head.
Okay. Do you know about like the Gith attacking? Do you know they're doing that?
It slowly nods its head again.
Are you buddies with the Gith?
They shake their head.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay. I'll peek out the door quick and motion for them to come up. I don't know if they can see it that high up, but...
Also, give me a perception check.
Okay.
Actually, I won't require a perception check for this. Now that you can like look out the door, you can see like far off over the village from this vantage point, and you can see where the front gate is, and you can see that there's a bunch of people arrayed like on the top of a weird fortified wall that wasn't there before. This wall looks like it's made out of like shimmering substance of some kind. Like it's dark, but there's like rivulets of almost magical energy, as if this was forged recently. And you can see a bunch of like beseiging forms moving along and throwing things over it. And beyond that, you can see that there is a cluster of what appears to be Gith trying desperately to attack the front gates of the village. There appears to be a lot more than you would have imagined, maybe like 30 or so, and they're staying back, but they're also like throwing spears, and some of them are firing like magical blasts, and you can see kind of the light from that from here.
Okay. Wow, this is one hell of a view.
So you're looking out, and you're going to look down to your friends?
And try to motion for them to come up if they can see it.
Fee, what's your passive perception?
Passive perception is 13.
Fee, I need you to give me a strength save.
Oh, angry elephant friend.
Uh-oh.
Oh, 17.
Fee, I will allow you to have advantage on this because of the roll, but give me a dexterity saving throw.
Okay, at advantage.
As this creature swooshes up behind you and shoves you, and you feel yourself like it's a very strong force. It's higher than what you were able to resist as you're shoved out of the door.
Oh.
23.
23. Fee, you are able to manage to grab onto the rope as you are shoved out of the door. And now you're dangling above, like 65 feet above the ground.
I thought you said you weren't friends with the Gith,
That doesn't mean he's not an evil creature.
but he's so cool.
You were just like, oh, I believe you. You're an elfin
know.
guy. I trust you implicitly.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's fun.
I was like, she's going to the fucking hole in the building? What are you doing?
He looked cool as hell. I don't know. You know, when you like see a celebrity that you've seen before.
So
it's
we
like,
saw Fee lean out of the building and wave at us and then get shoved out of it.
Yes, by a cloaked individual, and is now dangling from a rope. I will allow, if you guys have reactions, you guys can do something in this moment.
man, I
Does
mean,
anyone have a reaction spell?
I guess I could just climb down and then tell them
Yeah,
what's
but
going on.
nothing that would help her. It's mainly if something were to happen to me.
I mean, I still have my climbing potion. I can just try to climb down.
Okay, so nobody has a reaction. Okay, yeah, Fee, what do you want to do? It doesn't seem like there's been any other, like, attack on you, just shoved.
I mean, before I climb down, I guess I'll try to talk to him one more time. Like, I'm not here to hurt you. You don't need to push me out of there.
You hear from within, you motherfucker! And then you just feel the connection with Crumb dissolve.
Gosh.
Oh.
Great. Okay.
And then you hear like kind of the shifting, and then you can see from up above, you can see the shadow go back to sit in front of the fireplace, and then you hear just like the
Well, I could. Minor illusion can snuff out a light. Could it snuff out a fire?
I don't think so.
It can do like a some kind of flame, but that's
Am I thinking
prestidigitation.
I'm thinking
Yeah, that's
prestidigitation. I don't have it.
Are you going to climb
would
back
you like
in,
to
or are
do,
you going
Fee?
to climb down?
I guess I'll climb down.
okay. So
Really
you
bummed.
climb down, and then you're hanging about 30 feet above the ground from the rope.
Now we'll try to get on the footholds if I can. Try to like swing it just so.
All right, give me athletics.
Is it still at advantage with the potion?
I guess yeah.
Okay. I did okay. Yeah. 19.
19. Fortunately, Fee, you swing in and you're able to grab onto one of the footholds just as the top of the rope comes tumbling down from the door.
This little butt.
Okay, so that went
You
not
climb the rest
great.
of the way down?
Oh, yeah, sorry.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, I'll climb the rest of the way down and then I'll say, so that went not great. It was a Loxodon. I got a little starstruck and he said he's not buddies with the Gith, but he pushed me out of there and I think he killed Crumb.
Well,
What
I
was he
think
doing up there?
I think we've learned the lesson today.
Loxodon are cool, but cruel. Anyway,
Were you able to see anything when you were up there?
yeah, so it had like, they had a hooded cloak situation and they were like kind of swaying and doing some
I
kind
mean
of...
of the situation
Oh,
out there
that
in
whole
the
thing.
village.
Yeah. There's this magic wall thing, and the Gith and the mushroom people are just throwing stuff back to each other. And yeah, so it looks like there's some wall of fortification that looks pretty cool. But it's definitely Gith that are attacking, trying to throw shit over the wall. But yeah, that Loxodon it had to be like saying a spell or something. I didn't understand what they were saying. But yeah, they were just in front of a fire doing this rocky thing, and I don't know, maybe that's why he was mad. Maybe I interrupted something.
I'm going to pull a handkerchief out of my pack,
Okay.
and I'm going to wrap it around an arrow.
Okay.
Does somebody want to light this real quick?
Okay, what are you doing?
Anybody? Anybody got the
Yes. Yes.
light? All right, so you cast fire onto it.
Yes, I'm going to use my Druidcraft cantrip to instantly light a candle, torch, small campfire.
All right. I'm going to back up a little bit from the tree, and I'm going to shoot an arrow into the building.
Yeah.
And set it on fire.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead and roll to attack.
Not even asking for like input on it. Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? Okay. What?
I'm realizing that this guy could think that we're like maybe on the side of the Gith if we go in there like, hey, are you friends with our friends?
Oh.
But he still,
Yeah.
like, with no qualms, pushed somebody out of the building
Yeah,
without.
I don't like
That's
that.
something we would do if we didn't trust
But
him.
he didn't try to communicate at all. And
Yeah.
He talks
But
a
there's a
different
chance-
language.
stop
There's a
trusting the
chance
elephant
that
man.
he's-
I'm not trusting the elephant
Okay,
man.
good.
But there is a chance that
Even though
he's
he's
the
cute
one
as hell.
that's casting the spell to create the barrier to keep the Gith
Sure.
out.
Yeah.
Well, he could
I
have said
thought
I
that.
about
guess we'll
that.
see.
Yeah, I
He
thought
definitely
about
could have
that.
said that.
So
Yeah.
you guys
problem.
watch as Gil fires an arrow very expertly in through the open door, and you hear like a thunk.
Does the building catch fire or anything?
Let's see what happens.
Do you guys want to wait and see what happens?
Yeah, I'm just gonna watch up there.
Eventually, you guys see like some blackening on the wall, and then you guys can see some flame start to light on the inside. Yeah, it's starting on fire.
Bet he wishes that he still had that rope.
How did the elephant guy even get up there? I guess he could be a good climber, maybe.
There's a lot we don't know.
Yeah.
He could probably fly.
Oh, that, yeah. Oh my god, a flying Loxodon?
Have any of us, other than Fee, met a Loxodon?
Give me a history check. They're not native to Argaria. So Nez, you may have heard of them, but you probably haven't met any. Gil, you may have met them, and Can may have met them.
19.
19. Is anybody else rolling?
16.
18.
As a whole, are they pretty like rare in, I don't know, where we all are from?
I'm honestly shocked that Seth is including Loxodon.
Yeah.
Because
I'm excited.
he's not big on the beast races.
Yeah. So Nez, you've read about them. You're fairly familiar with kind of their general vibe. You know that they come from a land that's far to the north of Argaria and northwest, but they tend to they'll travel, but they haven't really. Many of them have not been through Argaria. Gil with a 16. I'll let you decide whether or not you've met one, but you wouldn't have met one. You've probably seen one in person, but probably not met one. And with a, what was it, 19? Can you can decide whether or not you've met a Loxodon.
I've met one.
You've met one. Okay.
I've met that one.
Can I
You have not met that one.
Can I say that the one I've seen was in fighting pits?
Yeah. So as long as it was at a
that.
distance.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay. Yeah. So yeah, you guys are all familiar with the concept of Loxodon. A couple of you have been nearby, and Can has specifically met a Loxodon before.
And apologies. What language does it speak?
That is a good question.
What do they speak? What do they do?
It understood common.
Yeah, but I mean, you're going to understand anybody inside this village right now, so.
Oh, yeah.
That's
true. So how
shouldn't
come
she have been able to understand?
There are some things that you can't understand. Specifically, like Druidic is not something. Any like secret magical languages you cannot understand inside here, as you found out with the Druidic symbols in the village.
Well, butts.
So yeah, everything starts to kind of burn, and then you guys just going to hang around still, see if it continues to catch on fire?
Yeah, I want to see how this shakes out.
Okay. After a moment, you guys watch as a shadow emerges from the building, and this large shape with a fluttering cloak leaps out of the door and flies down at like terminal velocity, and then right before hitting the ground stops and then slowly floats to the ground. And you guys are standing here in front of probably Nez. He's about your height, roughly, much wider, a Loxodon, who is staring directly at you guys but not saying anything, covered completely in a cloak.
Whoa.
What the hell, bro?
They like look around, and then like their eyes find Fee, and you watch as his eyes narrow. And then he looks at the rest of you.
I didn't tell him to do it. He just did it. You didn't have to push me out. That was kind of a violent action, man.
Yeah, why are you pushing my friend?
Oh, I'm your friend. That's nice.
Not the time. Why are you here?
So you do talk.
I speak
Why did you push her out of the door?
because she attacked my village long ago.
What?
Come again?
Yeah, what? Where?
My village. You attacked it
When?
10 years ago.
Fee.
I would not forget your face.
Where are you from?
I am from Contess.
Where's that? Would I know?
Give me a history check. Any of you can.
Okay.
You can have advantage on it, Nez.
I got 19.
Okay.
24.
I got 18.
8.
I got 18, even though I have disadvantage on everything for exhaustion, but I'm rolling
Man.
rocks right now.
Good.
And what'd you get, Can?
8.
8. Can, you don't know, names or whatever to you. Like, it could be anything.
Where the hell is Contessa?
Fee and Gil, you guys know that Contess is it's definitely a Loxodon settlement in their nation. Nez, you know specifically that Contess you've read extensively, and you know that Contess is a small village that's about 2 hours south of their capital, which is Walborga.
Is it like Feywild or?
It is not. It is a different nation altogether.
Is it like one of the southernmost settlements?
Yeah, it's fairly southern.
Like I would have passed by it if I was rounding around the northern shore of Argaria.
You would have had to go a much further distance, but yeah, you could. It would have been closer to the southern area of the continent that it's on.
Would any of us have heard about the village being attacked at all?
Probably not.
So you're positive it was me?
I never forget a face. Loxodon do not forget.
There we go.
That makes sense. That's cute.
That's cute.
Look, I hope that I didn't. I hope that you somehow mistook my face, but I don't remember anything from then, and I'd like to think I'm a different person from then. Can you tell me more detail? Like, what was I even doing? Why was I attacking? Do you know?
He just like glares at you, Fee. He looks at the rest of you. If you are not like her, I would suggest going away from wherever it is she travels. She brings devastation.
Hey, buddy, we're still figuring this shit out. We know that she has a troubling streak and can do weird shit, but that's not in her control. So we're trying to help her.
I mean, he might be right. I don't know.
And more specifically, we just rescued the Beseiging children from the Gith, and we're here to help the village of Enoka stave off the Gith attack. Are you here to help the Beseiging as well?
Yeah, where do you stand on this issue?
Until a flaming arrow came into my hut.
Which was not me.
I was focused.
Who could say who it was?
Bolstering the strength of the Beseiging.
Ah, shit.
How do you know the Beseiging?
I've lived here for 2 years.
What? Where? In there?
In the hut.
What hut?
The one that is currently on fire.
Well, it could have been anybody. Could have been the Gith. We don't know. No one can see.
I always think of huts as being pretty short and small, not big.
Can I try and climb up there real quick?
You can give an attempt.
So
Go ahead and give
now
me
you
athletics.
try.
Let's not debate on where the arrow came from, but can you still do that shit you were doing, but down here?
I prepared the necessary requirements, materials in order to do that, which required my focus, which is my hearth.
Totally a yes or no situation, but yeah, okay.
Got a 13 for that climbing.
It's you're pretty sure it's going to be a rough climb up there, but you can. I mean, it's like half your movement speed, so it's gonna take you probably a minute to climb up there.
Okay.
So I'll go ahead and roll three more athletics checks for me.
Oh, what's he doing now? Nez, you know it's on fire up there, right? He's going anyway. Can you, like, fight and stuff? I say to the elephant man.
Are you attempting to engage me in combat?
No, I wouldn't ask you first. I would just attack you.
I will not be fighting, but I also do not wish to be in the presence of one who has done so much damage to my past. If there were not more of you, perhaps I would kill you outright, but I do not wish to fight.
Okay, so obviously there's some salty history here, but I think right now we're all kind of on the same page. Like, we want to save this town, and you want to save this town. So, what are we gonna do?
Also, I'm no lawyer, but I'm pretty sure if you forget you killed somebody, you can't get in trouble for it.
That does not sound accurate. It seems like a very easy thing to claim.
Well, maybe we can prove it. But, yeah, like Ken said, it's not important right now. We're trying to help people, too.
My hut is on fire. Speaking of, what'd you get for those other 3 rolls?
9, 4, and 14.
All right, Nez, I'm going to need a dexterity saving throw, please.
19.
Okay. There
All
we
right,
go.
you slip at one point on your climb up. It's pretty, it's dark, but you're able to like grab on, like dig your claws in and grab one spot in order to get back to the get back on the path until eventually you get up to pretty close to where it's real hot. It's on fire now.
Okay, can I discern the origin point of like where Gil's arrow landed and set it
From
on fire?
below, you would not be able to because you'd have to go up and around and in, if that makes sense. Since you're below this, so you would have to actually probably physically get inside because it's only the door frame. Yeah,
I'm not up in it yet. Sorry.
no. I was giving you the option to just letting you know like it's hot and on fire. So if you want to go in there, you absolutely can. But
So yeah, I'm gonna look down. I'm gonna I'm gonna hoist myself up and try and take stock of the area.
okay, give me a perception check at disadvantage, and also I need a Constitution saving throw.
10 for the perception, 17 for the Constitution.
Okay, it's hot and there's a lot of black smoke like billowing out, but you're able to like kind of resist that at the moment. But it is very, very hard to see like an origin point. You can tell that this place is not that big. Like I said, it's like 20 by 20. Like from where he shot, you assume it has to be kind of on your right-hand side somewhere. So it wouldn't be on your left because the arrow wouldn't have been able to like arc and go in that way.
Okay. I'm just going to kind of face in the direction of where I feel like it's the hottest. Mm-hmm. And I'm going to use my breath weapon.
Okay. Gotcha. So you go, what's the radius on that, or what's the...
It's a 15-foot cone.
Okay. Gotcha.
Of frost.
High or low?
High.
Okay. Nez, as you blast this cone of frost, it blankets this wall, completely covering it in ice, and you actually see that you have hit pretty fairly well where the arrow is. Everything goes out in that section. However, the rest is still like growing in fire.
Okay. Can I do something else?
1 second. What are the rest of you guys doing? You guys see like a big like spurt of like a cloud of mist come emerging from the door where Nez just headed into.
So I'm going to try to talk more to the dude who does not like me. But my hair is turning blue. My skin is starting to get like a pale blue sheer where a lot of that red and orange is kind of going away. And I'll just say to him, I'm so sorry. I have no idea what I did before in my past life, and I'm trying to kind of atone to it now, I guess, while I don't know. But from where I'm from, I guess where I was taken in, my village was attacked, and I know if I saw someone that attacked my village, I'd be mad I'd hate them too. But like they said, we are working together on this, and just at least take solace in knowing that, in a sense, that past person is dead because I don't even know who I was.
Give me a persuasion roll with disadvantage.
Okay.
Can I help her? Cancel
what do you
out?
want to say?
I mean, yeah, man, you could say it's like, since her village was destroyed, that cancels it out.
I roll.
And then I shrug.
You want to try anything else?
So she knows what terrible loss feels like and whatnot.
I rolled 21
go.
both times, so
Nice.
Okay, so
So it didn't help or hinder. It just confused him.
So yeah, he like, you can see that his scowl like is a little less deep than it was. You truly do not remember.
I literally, I know nothing. I just kind of woke up out of, I don't know, just panicking and running, and there were these people there to take me in, and it's like Yeah, I have nothing from the years before that I lived. It's just, so I can't even tell you why. I was hoping that's why you would know why, because I don't know, and it's really confusing.
Can I try something to prove that you truly do not remember?
Yeah.
Nezrah, you wanted to try your other thing?
Yeah, I'm gonna look at the rest of the fire, and I'd like to cast Ray of Frost at the center of it.
Okay, gotcha. What's the radius on that?
It's not a
Has
radius.
a range. Yeah, not a radius. It has a range of 60 feet, but it's a beam.
Okay.
So
It's a
yeah, you
cantrip,
can-
so he could like do it every couple seconds, basically. Just
Okay, then yeah, you can absolutely every few seconds, like it's like I would imagine it's like a 5-foot space essentially that you would hit. So yeah,
Okay.
you can start like peppering this place with that if you'd like.
There we go.
sweet. I'm gonna stomp.
Stab.
My brain is stab
Plant.
down my staff in on the floor, and it's gonna act as kind of like a turret. And the Ray of Frost is going to emanate, from like the crystal ball, the invisible crystal ball on the top of my staff.
Nice. So yeah, and after a moment, Nez, you have completely put out the fire except for the fire that's in the hearth, unless you'd like to put that out as well.
I would not. I would like to keep
Okay.
that going, please.
So yeah, there's just more steam that's just kind of like rising. But yeah, you look and it's like ice and burn marks everywhere inside this hut.
I think he's having a rave up there.
So the Loxodon like moves forward to you, Fee, and he says, "Lean your head back."
Okay,
No
I
thanks.
will.
Expose your throat to me.
And he
If I
holds
die,
his
I
like
die.
he holds his like gigantic hand up and just like lightly touches your forehead, Fee, and instantly you feel like this weird magic start to like work its way into your brain. Are you going to try to resist, or are you just going to let it happen?
I'm just gonna let it happen.
Okay. Instantly you start feeling like there's fire all around you. A roaring fire, and as you look around, you can see large buildings made of stone, and from inside these stone buildings, fires are raging. You can hear people shouting and screaming, and large Loxodon forms running around every which way. And you see a few, like, feet away, you can see that there is, like, a glittering gem floating and kind of in like a concentric circle, just kind of like almost like it's orbiting. It is a red gem, and it's flashing with light. And as you look from left to right, you can see 3 other individuals. A very short individual, a very, very large individual, and right next to you, you see an individual that looks extremely familiar to you. You see this glowing red shape, and it's the exact same individual that razed the Furbolg village to the ground. And that's where we're going to end for the night.
Oh, you destroyed your own village. Oh, shit. You totally did.
I didn't. No, I
you
didn't.
monster.
Wow.
That sucks.
You dirty rat.
I'm a monster.
You're a monster.
Yeah.
So I know that my mom had said that Fee had been around some of these people she was traveling with recently. Did she recognize that person from anyone we've seen recently?
We'll get into that when we get to the next episode.
Okay. Fuck.
Yeah.
Shit. That was heavy.
Yeah, jeez.
All right. Now it's time for tonight's MVPC.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me who the most valuable player character is. Now, for those of you listening and for those of you at home, Nez is 1, Gil is 2, Fee is 3, and Can is 4. On the count of 3, I want you guys to hold up the number of fingers corresponding to the person you believe deserves to be the MVPC. Now, I'll give you a moment to decide, and then we will vote. Also, Lindsey, I just sent you a message, FYI.
Okay.
It just says it's Tony time.
On the count of 3, hold up the fingers. 1, 2, 3, vote.
Wait.
All right, we've got 2 votes for Fee and 2 votes for Nez.
That's fair.
Nez, why'd you vote for Fee?
Fee was brave enough to take initiative and climb up in the tower and try and engage with the Loxodon. And I feel like Pinwin kind of bled through a little bit as far as like, oh, he tried to push me out a fucking window like Jamie Lannister, but he might be a good guy still. And like not immediately retaliate, which ended up being in our favor because turns out they have history and it's like, oh shit, you couldn't have known that. So yay.
Very nice. Gil, why'd you vote for Fee?
I was tempted to vote for Nez for undoing the damage that I did and using his like actual class features in a creative way. But I think it was interesting that it happened to be Fee that went up there, and it happened to be Fee's past that she was confronting without realizing it. And I think that it's interesting that she's not good at the things she's doing. Like she gets herself into these situations where she's endangering herself because she socially doesn't really know what's possible yet, kind of, from not interacting with other people. Because I feel like a lot of other people would be more guarded, even if it was a cool looking thing you've never seen before. It's like, oh, this might be a dangerous dude. I should probably scope him out more.
Kill him immediately.
But she doesn't have a good reason not to trust people yet. So that was also an interesting result of that. And the whole past reveal thing was cool, so.
Very nice. Fee, why'd you vote for Nez?
Nez is a firefighter, so he's just up there being a firefighter. Respect. Yeah. Respect the protection. Yeah. Yeah.
Very nice.
That was good.
And Can, why'd you vote for Nez?
I think that there was a lot of value in unfucking that situation.
Mm-hmm. That guy already had a real bad day. That would have been so much worse.
I appreciate Can like just lighting the arrow without any questions. So like, all right, yeah.
That's a friend.
And then as it slowly like ascends, just being like, oh shit.
Why didn't I think of that?
Do with it.
Right. Yeah, I just like that you didn't question it and just lit it anyway. It's fun.
Yeah. That's friendship.
That's fucking teamwork.
Friendship of chaos.
Yes.
All right. That means tonight's MVPCs are Nezrah, Kaziel, and Ophelia Midori.
Yeah.
You each get a D6 to be used at the next session.
Hey.
How do you like them apples?
I like them.
They're pretty good apples.
Apples are good.
They are good.
Put them in your
Apples.
Meh.
Well, that's it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. Thanks to Adrian Von Ziegler for that beautiful background music. And we really appreciate all of you listeners. If you would like to show us some extra appreciation, Tomas, tell them where they should go.
Go to Apple Podcasts, give us a rating and a review. We will read the review on the air verbatim. Get nasty with it. I love saying nasty things. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Excellent, excellent, excellent. And Billy, if they would like to show their support in a monetary fashion and perhaps receive something in return, what should they do? Where should they go?
Check out our Patreon. You're going to go to patreon.com/D20_syndicate. You're going to check out the tiers. The highest tier is going to get you a swag bag. It's going to get you interaction with the DM Seth, where you guys can talk about making an NPC that we'll interact with, possibly kill us. I think that's one of the caveats. They can't kill us, but which is nice.
They can stab me, but it won't kill me.
Right. They could inflict emotional damage or physical pain, but not completely eliminate them from the game. Did not mean to rhyme that. That was dope. Anyway, check out the
Billy,
Patreon
you're a
tiers.
rapper?
I am a rapper now. I will see you guys on my home planet.
I'm glad we're witnessing your rap career, like, erupting. It's good.
Erapting.
Erupting. Ooh, see? It's begun.
I'm impressed.
We've only just begun.
Lindsey, Billy spoke of interaction. If they want the best and truest way to interact with us, where should they go?
Oh, you want interaction, people? Do you? Because it's in the Discord where it's free friendship and interaction and I don't know, sharing just random shit. Maybe you found a fun game. Maybe you have a cute puppy. Maybe you have like, I don't know, cool dice or something. You can share it and we'll talk about it. And sometimes we talk in there and yeah, it's a good time. Also, did I mention it's free?
Yeah, you might have forgotten that, but it's good.
It's
It's
free.
always good to mention. And where can they find the link to the Discord?
The link is in the bio. The link is in the description, right? The description. Yeah.
You did it.
The
You
link
did
is
it.
in the description.
You did it.
It
She did
is
it,
there.
gang. She did it.
Shut it down.
Yeah.
Pack it up. Pack it in.
Let
We
me.
no longer need to begin.
Yep. Keep
'Cause
going
Lindsey
with your
came to win.
rapping. yeah, it's
Man,
happening.
that's the cut, Billy.
Yeah, something, that's a win.
Yeah.
It writes itself.
Snaps or whatever.
But Michaela, what if they need raiments and attire?
Obviously, you go to T
buttwear.
Public.
Anything else?
What else do you want? You go to T Public. You find your size. You find the style you want. You put it in your cart. You pay. You go.
You pay and you go?
Yeah, get out of there. Why are you hanging out? Make some space for the other customers.
It's a one in, one out situation, folks.
Very limited bandwidth.
Well, thank you so much. Now, that is it for tonight, folks. Thanks for listening. We'll see you next week. I am your host and DM, Seth, and this is the D20 Syndicate podcast, where we go on adventures so you don't have to. Bye, 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 bye,
Bye.
Bye.
Welcome back to the D20 Syndicate podcast.
What are you doing?
Wait.
Don't do that.
We didn't do
Come to the
previous.
previously.
Oh,
You're embarrassing yourself.
They do the previously on you, schmucks.
I appreciate
Whoa.
that you just kept like going forward as everyone.
We were like,
Oh, that's what I have to do as a DM. I'm like,
well, you were like watching us too. You're like, welcome to the D20 podcast. It's a good thing we
Ready.
didn't go to you guys' place.
I was going to say,
that snow is thick.
fucking blessing in disguise, I guess. For
we don't have any snow.
I saw pictures of the snow and it looks bad.
It's
just so
stupid.
clumpy.
It's fucking
Yeah.
dumb.
It's
like movie snow.
There's supposed to be
It's like
four.
about 40 degrees here. It's rainy, but there's no snow.
And because it's April, like the wildlife is
upsetting.
confused. Like you could tell, like we're in the Midwest and the animals were just like, wait, it's supposed to be. Because I was driving to Hardee's and I turned onto the road that leads to Hardee's and there were just two geese on the side of the road, just like, what the fuck is this?
We migrated back for this.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they already came back and they
We
were
went
not
through that
prepared.
whole trip.
Oh shit! Now we can't live here.
Greg, I told you that fucking compass is broken.
I love this. This was unnecessarily expensive though because I thought I was getting $30 for a set, and then they just handed me this, and I was like, oh. But I also was very drunk, so I was like, I don't care. This is cool as hell.
Yeah,
So-
that's why I can't go into vendor halls when I'm drunk. I'm very easily persuaded. Hungover, though, I'm like, how about you go fuck yourself and your craft? Get out of my face.
Well, and if Peyton had fucking shaken this beforehand, then I would have gotten this and been like, I'm good. I got a dice. Because this was only like $10.
They really
For all that joy.
they really all lean into it and try to like pull you in as you walk by. Like if you start looking at something in the vendor hall, then they're like,
Some of them aren't.
Yeah, that's what you got to do, though.
I know.
See, but
I remember when we were
hate it.
like working, like we'd be like sending people, like they'd be looking for something. We're like, oh, well, if you're looking for this, look at what they have right across the way. Like, just send them right over there.
I did a lot of schmoozing though because I was drunk, so I was trying to like, I don't know, but I didn't get to pass out like business cards because they were selling their shit, and I was like, oh fuck! But now this is awkward. But
I'm
a couple of
picturing
them
you
came
like
up to us after, and then we gave them a card. So.
I'm picturing you just talking very unintelligible, just stop podcast.
And then turns and looks at us. Got him.
A little bit of vomits like leaking out of her mouth.
Just a slow, wet wink.
We don't even need the cards, guys. They know. They know.
They ain't never forgetting this.
It's okay. I told them with my brain waves, they got it in their brain garage.
Brain drop.
Brain drop.
Brain drops keep falling on my head.
Bloop, bloop.
I would have been like, no, be a speech pathologist as you're like halfway through.
I can barely talk. So I would be bad at
Perfect for a podcast.
I needed a speech pathologist in school. That's how bad at speaking I am.
Well, then you'd be great for that because you'd have experience with it. And then you could be like, I went through this too, kids. And they'd be like, you did? And then it'd be great and you'd inspire
I
them.
only remember the before and after. I don't remember the process. And
That's
the
fine. You learn
in-between
it.
that
That's what school is for.
the in-between that I remember is that she had scented markers, which made me start smelling other markers, which is a bad design.
Smelly markers are amazing.
They're bad. It teaches,
the blue one?
It teaches you to smell markers, and if you start smelling other markers, then that's bad.
I'm just a sucker for the strawberry
That
markers.
depends on who you ask.
Well, if you ask me,
Because I have found it to be great.
It is.
who grew up sniffing markers of all kinds,
Once in a while, you get a marker that smells like
chemicals.
Bad.
no, like I don't even know how to describe it. Just bad.
Yeah.
It's not. It doesn't smell like it's gonna get you high. It doesn't smell like fruits. It smells like just bad.
Black is always
can
black
control that
licorice,
in
and
the-
I don't like it.
Like the manufacturers can control that. So control it. Get your shit under control.
That's
better
that's
smell good.
smells.
that's the smell of
Better
brain
smells.
damage.
I was always terrified as a kid because they told you like not to smell markers or like
Somebody told you
The-
that?
yeah.
Everyone was
And-
like,
What
smell
a
these.
prude.
because basically like yeah, it'll give you brain damage. Basically, is
What
what
do
I-
they know?
is
Yeah,
my
so I thought
understanding.
that even if I like caught a whiff of it, I was like, "Oh my god, here
Yeah,
we go, my life
exactly.
of drug use."
Exactly. Or you're at the gas station with your parents and they're getting gas and you smell the
yeah.
gas and you're like, oh, that's a good smell. Wait, no, bad smell.
Man,
and then you, yeah.
why does
I'd
it
have
smell
like little
good,
mini
though?
panic
I don't know.
attacks.
If anyone was telling me shit like that when I was a kid, though, like, perfect solution is just have ADHD. You don't remember or register anything they're saying because you're too busy smelling.
I don't think anyone should be
I don't
mainlining
remember.
smells up their nose anyway. That's probably not good in general. Like those
I
What about
love
a pie?
smelling
A
stuff.
delicious pie. You just take a big whiff over and
Yeah,
over.
well,
That's probably
chemical
fine.
smells.
Smells
like,
are good.
Febreze or like not a candle, but like any of that
Well,
stuff.
why
Air
would
freshener.
you breathe in Febreze? Just put that in your nose?
Yeah, sometimes with air fresheners, I'm like, I probably shouldn't be inhaling this.
Right.
I probably shouldn't even be using it.
It's designed to spray fragrance from a large distance to cover a whole room, and if you go up and you're just just inhaling
Well,
that.
you just give it a quick little sniff. You don't like spray it into your nose, and then I don't think that's bad, right?
I'm okay.
Right?
I'm not endorsing snorting.
I'm just picturing the McPoyles from It's Always Sunny, just like
Yeah.
sticking Febreze up their nose like it's nasal spray.
I fucking love smells. Like, smells are good. That's all I have to say.
Sometimes.
Except when they're not good,
Sometimes
yeah.
they're not.
It's true.
Like me at the bar at
What?
GaryCon. When
You
I
smell-
farted at GaryCon in the bar.
Oh.
everyone was like, "Oh my god,
Tomas.
what the fuck happened?"
Why'd you do it though?
I don't know. I thought it
Leave
would just
the room to
dissipate.
fart.
I didn't know it was
Why
going to
did
be
you
like
think that?
Because
You're
sometimes they
farting
are. I'm farting like all the time, guys, and not all of them are that bad.
Why did you bury the horse from Neverending Story in your body?
I make no apologies.
Please make an apology.
No, that's part
wouldn't
of the social
expect it
contract
any other way.
of being out in the open with people.
Hey, did you say Lindsey right after?
Maybe.
Good. I remember now.
Maybe.
So, yeah.
That might have been another
so
fart.
mean.
Who knows?
That checks out.
There's a lot of farts happening.